This is CFO Career Accelerator, presented by CFO Intelligence, with your host, Andrew Zezas. Expert guidance on accelerating your career, managing transitions, and serving great companies. And now, here's your host, Andrew Zezas.
Hello, and welcome to CFO Career Accelerator, where we bring career insights and strategies to CFOs at middle market and enterprise companies to enhance their careers, minimize transitions, and contribute to their company's growth. I'm your host, Andrew Zezas, CEO of CFO Intelligence. During each show, I'll bring you one idea, one thought, or one focus, just one, as part of an overall discussion intended to accelerate your CFO career. I frequently encounter CFOs who are in transition or will be, who tell me that they are industry agnostic in their pursuit of CFO roles. As I've discussed in an earlier episode of the CFO Career Accelerator, I find that approach fascinating and quite concerning. While those CFOs operate under the assumption that their finance skills are completely transferable to any industry, in reality, most executives who would hire those CFOs operate under the belief that relevant industry experience is an absolute prerequisite. Most CFOs who take such a broad or vague approach in pursuing CFO roles take a similar approach to how they present and promote themselves. In a world in which specialization tends to win the day, does a nondescript approach to career promotion really achieve greater results? Let me give you an example. Picture this. It's Saturday afternoon. You're comfortable on your favorite couch. You switch on the TV remote. The TV flashes with a rustic scene. I want you to picture this. Mountains in the background, horses running along the Midwestern plains. In the foreground is a rugged man in a flannel jacket, cowboy hat, boots, and work gloves. You've seen this before. He's lifting bales of hay onto the back of a shiny new pickup truck. And the message is, if you're this rugged or you want to be, buy our truck. You switch the channel. You see a smiling, middle-aged mom energetically walking from her home, followed by a few smiley children in soccer uniforms. Where do they get into? A minivan. The message? If you want your family to be happy and arrive safely, buy our minivan. You flip the channel again. You see a beautiful woman dressed to the nines, walking at night across a rain-soaked parking lot. She gets into a sports car driven by a cool-looking guy. That message is, if you want to attract a beautiful woman, buy our sports car. For the fourth time, you switch and flip the channel, and you see a white screen with only a few words printed in black, and they say, we sell cars. Which of those scenes inspires you? Was it the one with the cowboy loading hay onto the pickup truck? The one with the soccer mom and the smiley kids arriving safely? Was it the one with the beautiful woman walking across the street to the luxury sports car? Or was it the nondescript, plain old boring white screen with black text that said no detail, no excitement, and nothing that would pique your interest? Would that inspire you to get up, go to a dealer, and buy a car? So if your answer was that the plain white background and simple black text did nothing to inspire you, then ask yourself, why would a broad, nondescript, and unexciting presentation of a CFO's background inspire any executive to interview or hire that CFO? The commonalities among all of those vehicles in those ads include that they all have wheels, engines, transmissions, windshields, seats, etc. They're all vehicles. But each of them clearly delivers a separate and distinct value proposition. The pickup truck hauls hay, lumber, or other materials. The minivan gets moms and kids safely to their destination, and the sports car achieves other goals. Similarly, the core of finance is the same no matter which industry you serve. They all have tires, they all have wheels. Finance is finance. But can you really deliver everything to every company? Like those cars, can you get children safely to their soccer game by putting them in the back of a pickup truck? Would a minivan impress a beautiful woman? And could a sports car haul lumber? Of course not. Can a CFO be all things to all companies? But the objectives of companies in differing industries will vary, as will the value proposition they seek from their CFOs, from those CFOs they'll hire. Every CFO should always promote him or herself with appropriate style befitting the office he or she seeks. I'm not suggesting you become a used car salesperson by any means. But when searching for a new CFO role, it's incumbent upon you to demonstrate your very specific expertise. Do you carry lumber? And share how you can drive value for a prospective employer and the executives to whom you would report. Are you a minivan or are you a sports car? How do you promote yourself and your value proposition? Are you a pickup truck? Are you a minivan? Are you a sports car? Or like that plain old boring black and white ad, is your promotion unexpiring, unexciting, not productive, and only says, we sell cars? Tune in next week when I'll share my views on promoting your value proposition. Thanks very much for watching. This is Andrew Zezas for CFO Intelligence and CFO Career Accelerator.
Thanks for joining us on CFO Career Accelerator, presented by CFO Intelligence with host Andrew Zezas. If how you serve your company and your career would be enhanced by connecting with peer CFOs from around the country, visit CFOintel.com to explore the benefits of becoming a CFO Intelligence member. While you're there, subscribe to CFO Intelligence magazine, take the CFO Business Sentiment Survey, arrange to attend exclusive CFO events, and explore our other CFO-focused podcast series, CFOs in Motion and Driving Opportunity, Your Company's Real Estate. Visit CFOintel.com. That's CFOINTELL.com. Remember to subscribe to this podcast series on Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. This has been CFO Career Accelerator, presented by CFO Intelligence with your host, Andrew Zezas. We'll see you next time. The opinions and views presented on this podcast by Andrew Zezas are his own and may not be relied upon as fact. The opinions and views of others who appear on this show are their own as well, and may not be relied upon as fact or for any other purpose. Opinions and views and other information are provided for general information and educational purposes only.